ranking every single piece of media that had visuals that are inspired by 2018's Into the Spiderverse. At number 10, we got The Bad Guys 2. Yeah, I never watched the first, but I think the main issue I had with this movie is that it gave me the vibe like it was just another unnecessary sequel, like how all the Despicable Me movies feel like, for example. At number 9, we got Arcane Season 2. I still really like this season, and the animation makes it worth the watch alone, but it really threw out the social commentary in favor of the spectacle, and it wasn't crafted as carefully as the first season. There's a lot less subtext and a lot of wasted screen time despite being such a rushed season. At number 8, we got The Wild Robot. I enjoyed this movie and thought it was really wholesome, but I couldn't connect with it as much. As far as I know, people with children really enjoy this movie, so I don't know, maybe I have to redo this list in 10 years. At number 7, we got Mitchell's vs. the Machines. I really like the story of this movie and how the world being taken over by AI made this family closer together. I thought the point of the movie was not that dysfunctional families need some world-ending event to fix them, but rather it really is as simple as just getting to know what your family members are going through. The humor in this movie was really inconsistent. I did not like the use of the forced meme humor. There was a big plot point about how Katie's father didn't try to understand her movies, but I kind of understand the father. Her movies were whack. She had to have been on some molly when she was cooking these up. At number 6, we got The Last Wish. I really hope DreamWorks makes more movies that look like this, and I was really hoping the new Shrek movie would adapt this style, but I think we might be cooked. It was also really mature for a kid's film, with great messaging about anxiety. I remember right after watching this movie, one of my friends said how at first he thought it would be just a dumb kids movie, but it was actually really good. At number 5, we got Mutant Mayhem. I really just connected with this animation. It was super cozy and cute. It was a good coming of age story and also about acceptance and trying to fit in. At number 4, we got Blue Eye Samurai. The animation on this one is unique, as most of the time it really tries to look like a 2D animation, even though it heavily relies on 3D elements. This is probably the most mature media in this list. It really just doesn't care and it will show anything. Nudity, gore. It's probably around the same level of Game of Thrones. It also tells a story about self-acceptance. It's about this woman with blue eyes who's cracked at fighting, and everyone hates her because she's half white. The last half of the season is not as good as the first in my opinion. It sets up a story that I was never really interested in with a not so satisfying ending. At number 3, we low-key have a very similar movie, Nimona. Great animation as well, maybe a bit more cliche, but I still liked it. I think this might have some of my favorite voice acting in it. Found the delivery to be really comedic. The ending also had me tearing up a bit, which is rare for a movie to do, so good job for that. Anyways, before I continue the list, I'd like to say that this isn't set in stone, but feel free to hate on me. At number 2, we got K-pop Demon Hunters. Great animation, extremely unique way of telling a story about self-acceptance and acceptance from others. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Music was great too, and the movie was actually really funny. My favorite characters were a cat and bird, and I really like how they could have easily overdone them, but they didn't. It was just perfect. I only wish the movie was a bit longer. At number 1, we have Arcane Season 1. This season had great social commentary, animation, baddies, can't really ask for more. It perfectly weaved together multiple plots at the same time, and in one of the most masterful ways, merged them all together at the end. The cliffhanger also left me with so many questions, and yeah, I was quite let down by the second season, but it's whatever. At least I got to enjoy the first.